Sup everybody, this is Scruffy Links and welcome to the Night Shift. And tonight we're going to be talking about one of the most popular and captivating franchises of psychological horror, Silent Hill. But before we dive into that fog, I would like to appreciate and give a shout out to River Patterson for their feedback, ideas, and support. We intend on making an intro and outro to both Supernatural Skeptics and our urban exploration series, Lost in the Decay, with our own music. Indeed, Supernatural Skeptics will be getting a new intro and have an outro added. Plus, we intend on interviewing and conversing with each other as well as whoever is willing and able to provide any information about the areas we'll be exploring and as well as their opinions on the architectures, history, and happenings of the places we'll be in while filming our later videos. We intend on doing our own historical research on the places we'll be exploring, excavating, and or debunking, including discovering as well. So thank you again, River Patterson, for your comments and support. Best of journeys to you with your art. We hope to provide these as well as more to all of you as soon as we can. Until then, be sure to continue watching and stay tuned. Now back to the topic, Silent Hill. Silent Hill is a Japanese psychological horror franchise created by Kiichiro Toyama, primarily centered on a series of survival horror video games, primarily developed by Team Silent and published by Konami, an infamous game developing and publishing corporation. I personally wouldn't trust Konami. Silent Hill also has a series of comic books that were released through IDW and some comic books that are Japan exclusive. We're just going to be talking about the video games and movies here. The Silent Hill franchise has about 17 video games, with 7 of them being spin-offs, arcade games, and mobile games, PT being one of them. I've heard that there are some Silent Hill slot machines as well. I wouldn't recommend gambling here. There are about 3 movies within the franchise as well. One of them, Return to Silent Hill, was released this year on January 23rd in the USA. The first 4 popular, primary, and most critiqued games are Silent Hill, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, and Silent Hill 4, The Room. Now, I won't be explaining the stories behind every game in full detail, but I'll provide a brief summary of each well-known game here for you. I estimate that most of you already know well enough about Silent Hill already. Plus, there are numerous other videos on here that explain the Silent Hill franchise far more vividly and in its entirety. So, for those of you who don't know about Silent Hill and are interested in learning more about this franchise, this video can provide you with the basic information about the franchise and an incentive to learn and search for more about it, because there won't be any spoilers in this video. The music that's playing in the background was composed by Akira Yamaoka, who composed the music for both Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2, as well as other video games. And let me tell you, Akira Yamaoka's music was one of the most primary reasons on why I got into Silent Hill. That music both rocks and feels. The first installment to the Silent Hill game series was released in 1999, the last year of the 20th century. The protagonist in this game is a writer and widower named Harry Mason, who is searching for his adopted daughter named Cheryl in an eerie and foggy New England town in Maine named Silent Hill that was cursed by a supernatural cult. The Silent Hill film was then released in 2006. Of course, the prequel to the first Silent Hill game is Silent Hill Origins, released in 2007. What is with supernatural and psychological horror creators in the state of Maine? Huh. Anyway, in 2001, Silent Hill 2 was released, the most well-known iterations of the franchise. This game possesses multiple endings. Each ending depends on how you play the game. The protagonist is a guy named James Sunderland, who is searching for his dead wife in the same cursed town, crawling with horrific monsters that represent the character's fears, guilt, and inner demons. There was a remake to this game that released in 2024, developed by the Bloober team. As previously mentioned, Return to Silent Hill released this year. From what I've heard, the fog within Silent Hill isn't even fog, but something else. Anyway, in 2003, Silent Hill 3 was released. This time, the protagonist is a teenage girl named Heather, who became caught in a conflict within the same cult that cursed the same town that Heather went to in order to hunt down the woman who murdered Harry Mason. Yes, Harry Mason died. Like Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3 has multiple endings. There is a movie that released in 2012 called Silent Hill Revelation that is the second installment of the Silent Hill film series. The movie's protagonist is Heather. In 2004, Silent Hill 4 The Room was released. The fourth installment follows our next protagonist named Henry Townshend, not certain if I pronounced that surname correctly, who finds himself locked in a haunted and cursed apartment unit. This iteration of the game series doesn't take place in the town of Silent Hill this time. This game was marked as the end of Team Silent's work on the series. Silent Hill has made its mark as one of the most memorable and captivating psychological horrors within video game history. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Silent Hill. What are your thoughts about this series? We hope to see you tune in to our next videos on the Night Shift podcast. Till then, good night and peace. Meow.